Hi, this is Movie Crank, and today we're gonna talk about Tulsa King Season 2, Episode 10. So this is the final episode. I thought this season was a mixed bag. There are talented people involved, and it has all ingredients to be a good mob series with thriller, action, but also comical elements. But then it slips and falls right on its ass. And it didn't change in this episode. So let's dissect the plot and go right into the details after. Dwight takes Thrasher's business from under him. He also negotiates with BB on how to proceed with his business in the future. Meanwhile, Mitch becomes owner of the car dealership, and Cheeky tries to sneak back in with Dwight and goes behind Vince's back. Once again, Thrasher and Dwight meet to handle business. This time around, Dwight kicks Thrasher out of his own company and takes his entire plantation. That's funny. Cal must have some major deja vu. Didn't Mr. Ming do the same thing 2 episodes ago? I guess this time around he cuts his losses and ends his hobby gangster career prematurely. Dwight called him out on this one, and he said what we all thought. He doesn't have the stomach for those negotiations, and he should just hang out at a cocktail party or a yacht, or at some mansion, just taking calls, instead of trying to fit in with the big fish of the underworld. I have to say I'm still a bit disappointed. I would have liked to see some bite from him. He had a good introduction, and I guess his Yellowstone counterpart Beck just had some more punch. But you can't get everything. But that's not the only business transaction in this episode. Mitch is signing papers to become the owner of the car dealership. He brainstorms what his new branding will be and comes up with some really wonky stuff.
What the hell was that?
Now a couple of employees from the weed shop agree to help him. And who would have thought? The outcome is just as cartoonish. You know, I laughed at this stuff, but sometimes it really feels like Jar Jar Binks being thrown in some scenes of The Godfather with the series. Don't get me wrong, it's entertaining, but so is a train wreck. You just can't take your eyes away from it. Later, BB visits the casino to tie loose ends with Dwight. He's tired of this Cold War situation. Funny enough, he asked for 50% of Dwight's earnings in exchange for the help he gave taking out the triads. What? Man, this guy has a big blind spot. Didn't he see how the natives butchered Ming's men? They could do the same thing to him with a snap of Manfredi's fingers. Well, Dwight disagrees and sends him back home fuming. After the meeting, Cheeky swings by the weed shop and asks Dwight to join him in taking back control of the New York mob. That's actually a good idea. Those guys are really a letdown this season. Anyways, he threatens him with the consequences, but Dwight tells him to piss off and that he belongs in Oklahoma and won't move an inch. I think it's so funny that Cheeky just throws those threats around like he has something to back him up. He's all alone, without any gun that I know of. Maybe he's still got his ankle holster. He's such a dumbass. I know the series has a tendency to make Dwight overpowered, but here Cheeky has absolutely no leverage or manpower to set anything in motion. Should have been clear to Cheeky that at this point he's just cannon fodder, and the mob sent him there to get killed. So Cheeky looks for help elsewhere and asks Bevilacqua to join him in getting a piece of Manfredi's cake. BB is not impressed, but decides to visit Dwight again with Cheeky and pitches a new deal to him. And lo and behold, mid-sentence, Bevilacqua blows Cheeky's brain out in front of Manfredi. Following that, he asks Dwight again for the 50%, and this time he actually got him.
Shit, Negro, that's all you had to say.
Tough negotiations, but you know what? Dwight is right. Problem A just solved problem B and itself. BB is one mean bastard, but he will fight anybody trying to get his 50%. That also means protecting Dwight's share. So it's clever from his part actually. At the end of the episode, Dwight announces that they just got legit. The weed shop runs well and expands soon. BB is cool with him. The wind farm is working, and the car dealership is also in their possession. A little bit too good, don't you think? So in the night, Dwight and Margaret get taken by a team of armed soldiers to a black site. There, Dwight gets interrogated by an unknown man who tells him that he's working for him now. That was odd. To be honest, I would have had the same reaction if he just got beamed up into a spaceship. It just seems very unlikely that such stuff happens. Maybe, you know, a raid by the police, SWAT, but CIA? People being taken to a black site? I had the same reaction last episode of Yellowstone, but maybe he's into some deep state shit nowadays. Anyways, I guess with all the projects Sheridan's is dishing out at Paramount, there's nothing in his way to make a 3rd season. And after this cliffhanger, it's mandatory. So here's hoping that next season will do better on its writing, while still being entertaining. Thank you for staying this long till the end of this video. If you liked it, please leave a like, subscribe to my channel, and hit that bell icon so you'll know when I crank out another video. Stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.